The following video was uploaded by user GoogleMeBee. He pulled his footage from the security camera in his backyard while he was just scrolling through the video feed. He noticed this strange motion event that caught his attention, and he's never seen anything like it before. On any of his security cameras, he has no reasonable explanation for what he's captured here. On the right side of the screen, in the backyard, a strange orb-like shape is seen, floating towards the dark corner of the yard. The white orb seems to change shapes, shifting into what almost looks like a person walking, and then suddenly disappears. Even more interesting, it seems that somehow the spirit actually activates the motion lights in the user's backyard before disappearing. There's definitely something eerie about this footage. What could this possibly be? Now I want to wish a happy 3 years anniversary to our today's video sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends. To this day, Raid provides one of the best RPG experiences out there, and they keep on adding more and more awesome content. For example, the Doom Tower, a game mode featuring over 120 levels, full with terrifying bosses to fight. One of Raid's latest additions is the Hydra Clan boss, certainly the biggest and baddest boss to ever set foot in Teleria. Battling with this beast allows you to find the best artifacts in the whole game. Raid has added more and more new champions over the years, but the team didn't stop there. Last year, Raid added a whole new faction, the Shadowkin, a tribe of warriors from the Far East. Raid is perfect for casual players, as well as people that love to dive in for several hours at a time. This month they are celebrating their 3-year anniversary with free gifts for everyone. Then there will also be a bunch of new champions, new artifact sets, and fully personalized player journey videos. If you're not playing Raid yet, hit my link in the description or scan my QR code here on the screen, and you'll get a special huge B-Day package worth $40, including 3 free champions at once: Miseri Court, Tiger Soul, and Romero, plus 10 Magic XP brews, 10 Force XP brews, and 10 Spirit brews. All this treasure will be waiting for you here. All new and existing players can get a bunch of free birthday gifts worth over $25. Once you're in-game and after clicking on the links, just enter promo code 3YearsRaid to get your hands on everything. Just click the link in the description and I'll see you in the game. Now let's take a look at a clip from Dark Ghost Paranormal. In this video, Dennis is once again exploring a very old abandoned home. This is the second time Dennis visits this particular location. Apparently, there had been reports of haunted activity surrounding the house, including strange sounds coming from the inside, as well as reports of people being seen inside the house, although there should not have been anyone there. This house has also been inflicted with a terrible fire many years ago. Strangely enough, it is said that the fires were self-ignited, with absolutely no signs of arson. For this investigation, Dennis focuses mainly on the first floor, where the fire broke out. He leaves camera 1 in a stationary location, a hallway, said to contain a lot of negative energy, and uses camera 2 to investigate around the house. Let's see what he manages to capture. Dennis captures something really intriguing from camera 1 as he's walking through the hallway. He's walking away from the camera, filming, as an incredibly dark shadow is seen flying past him down the hallway. This shadow really couldn't belong to Dennis or any of the objects in the room. and you can even see the way the shadow seems to go right through him. Could this be the same shadow creature that Dennis caught last time he visited the home? Who can say for sure? But as always, a really creepy visit. Video was recorded by two young men who claim to have seen the rake in the nearby woods. Could it be true?
I'm not getting near that. I'm not getting near that. We gotta get the hell out of here. No. Run. Is it still there? Go! No! Run! Run! Oh. We gotta take the car. What the?
In my book, this looks more like a crazy person, maybe after consuming something, then dropping his clothes. What do you think? Now we are looking at a clip from FrostmareTV. This clip was caught on a home security camera. A grandmother was looking after her grandson overnight. After she had put him to sleep and was in bed herself, she heard some noises coming from the living room and realized her grandson had gotten up and was playing. The strange thing though was that it sounded as though the child was playing and talking with another person. When she got up, she asked the boy who he was talking to, and he responded, "My friend." Even though nobody else was in the house, the grandmother just assumed the child was talking about an imaginary friend and didn't think much more about it. However, the parents checked the security footage the next day and they were shocked at what they saw. Twice in the video we can see what looks like a small shadow figure around the same size as the boy himself. When the child leaves the bedroom, we see him look back at the shadow as it follows him. Clearly, the boy is able to see the creature as well. Then we see the entity enter back into the bedroom as the boy follows quickly behind him. It is interesting that this spirit seems to be both physically the size of a small child and friendly with the human boy. Is it possible this is the spirit of a kid that has passed on? Some commenters also speculated that this could be a doppelganger of the boy. What do you believe? The following video comes from user Mystery. It was actually from the show Most Haunted, which is a ghost hunting TV series from England. This clip was taken from an episode where the team was investigating a haunted house. Ironically, the camera had actually been placed on a table, and they weren't meant to capture anything at all at the time.
Here, what's that? There. I can see it now. Go for it.
Cameraman places the camera on the side of the counter, and quickly we notice movement coming from a small doorway at the end of the hallway. A figure in the shape of a man can be seen walking away from the camera, and as he walks up the stairs, we notice he appears to be somewhat transparent. The crew notices as well, and of course they go running after the spirit to get a better look, but unfortunately the entity has disappeared by the time they make their way to the stairs. Most Haunted claims this is the most concrete evidence of paranormal life that they've captured, but what do you think? Some people say this is just a poor fake, but it has never fully been disproven that this was in fact not a real ghost capture. What do you believe though? True ghost sighting or just another hoax? Let's take another look at Dino Nugget 741. Dino has been experiencing terrifying paranormal activity in his home for a few months now and has been documenting it for all of us on his channel. Recently, he had a few more strange events occur that he's caught on camera. We will be looking at two of them today. The first happened in December. Dino filmed his home after leaving as an experiment to see if paranormal events would occur, even if no one was home.
I don't know what the point of this is, man. If I'm not here, shit don't happen.
It seems clear that whatever spirit is haunting this home seems to be active even if the residents aren't home. The strange shadow creature can be seen peeking from the side of the wall before quickly disappearing. Then we see the sink mysteriously turn on its own. And finally the camera is actually knocked down by some unseen force. Do you think the shadow figure seen in this clip is responsible for turning on the faucet and knocking over the camera? The next clip Dino posted occurred a few weeks later in January of this year. He was relaxing one evening in his living room when he thought he noticed movement coming from near the front door. Dino pulled out his phone to record quickly.
Shit! No. Come with me. Stick right behind me. Oh, you smell that?
Oh, smells like one dog farts.
I'm scared, man. It's cold in here now.
In the darkness, a strange shadow can be seen, moving around near the door. Dino, of course, gets up to investigate and turns on the light as well. In classic fashion, the spirit is gone before Dino can manage to get a clear shot. Some viewers wonder why Dino always seems to run towards the entities, to which he responds, "We go because we have to make sure there isn't an intruder in the house. Family safety is most important." What a creepy situation Dino finds himself in. Let's see what will unfold in the future. This is an older clip that has been around for quite some time, and yet it remains as one of the creepiest clips ever from Asia. A little girl is having some dinner, while her mom is filming her on the side, and then all of a sudden, the little girl can see something. And at some point, her mom can too. Pretty startling stuff. Who might that be? Was it the spirit of an old man that was visiting here? The next video comes to us thanks to the Dark Dimension. The story goes that a driver often had to pass through an area of forest late at night to get home from work. This area was said to be haunted or cursed. Apparently, witches had performed rituals in these woods hundreds of years prior. The man had felt some negative energy in the past on this route, and so he decided he would film his entire ride home tonight and see if he catches anything odd. Let's see what was captured. The drive starts out normal enough until the driver pulls onto a derelict forest road. The road is in total disrepair and definitely has a strange energy. Regardless, he keeps driving through. For a long time, nothing too odd seems to appear. However, take a look when he drives under a streetlight. A strange face can be seen in the reflection where normally his own face would be. What could possibly cause such an odd reflection? The cameraman has assured that he was the only person, and it would be an extremely odd angle to have an object there, especially considering he was filming. Could this be related to the past witchcraft in the area? Who can say? The next video was recorded by a family who was traveling at 4 AM in the morning. It is suspected that they were on the way home after a family vacation, and while they were passing over a stretch of mountain road, an unexplainable event took place, and of course they could capture it on video. Most of you know that the mind likes to wander if you drive your car at night. You're tired and basically looking forward to arrive home. In that state, we might be prone to attract things from another world. So some people say, at least. Now it is uncertain if the person recording had hoped for anything in particular. But it is after a car had passed by on the left side on the road that something else pops up on screen. Is it a hand that moves downwards towards the car window? It surely looks like it. The family didn't realize that they had captured anything strange that night. And maybe it had been a hoax after all. But it makes you wonder what exactly this mysterious thing is. A girl from China was on a trip around the world and recorded a lot of videos for her travel diary. This particular night, she was talking about a Japanese temple that she had visited a couple of days earlier. Ever since she left the temple, she said that a strange magnetic static was present within the vicinity of her and a friend who was coming along on the trip. But nothing spooky happened so far, so she was not really concerned. This was when something eerie started to take place in the background of her hotel room. Laughing it off at first, perhaps she ignored the ghostly activity. The poltergeist, or whatever it was, seemed to have wanted her attention pretty bad. Now you tell me, is this a poltergeist that is haunting her in her apartment? Or is this whole thing rigged? The following picture was sent by Joseph M, and it unfortunately is not further known from where it stems originally. It is said that the picture was taken by a family member. The mother in the picture was just about to serve the birthday cake to her little boy, when something rather creepy appeared in the mirror. Looks like another boy is present right next to the child's mother. Nobody knew this child, however, and the family speculates that this could have been a ghost child. Could this be so? If it wasn't just a weird reflection from somewhere, what else could have been the cause in your opinion? Scary to say the least. This next clip comes to us from the Dark Dimension. The story goes that a man was walking home around 2 AM when he noticed something strange in the distance. It looked like a woman. However, according to the man, she was inexplicably tall, and there was something odd about the way she was walking. The man stated that the woman froze him in fear, and he felt completely unable to move for a few minutes until she had passed. The man also noticed that it appeared there were 3 children with the woman, 1 in her arms and 2 walking. Why does the woman appear to be in grayscale, while the rest of the film is colored so regularly? Is it possible this is simply a very tall woman walking with her children, or something paranormal? Commenters seem torn on this one. What do you believe? Thank you guys so much for watching.